Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything was allowed here in Bank of America Stadium as Carolina emerged from their tunnel. And we are ready to go as the Panthers get set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Set, 780. 40 seconds to Mike. 65, 65, 65.
The former Florida Gator, Jordan Scarlett, the rookie with the carry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Cam's going to run. And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brees, throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And an alley to run. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a play book, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
That's it. 80. 56. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Great.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This is Scarlett on the carry, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Newton. Buying time to his left. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep is Marcus Sherrills.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And as these guys enter play in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your #1 path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Sammy! He's not going to get me. You're good, you're good. I'm forward, ready. Ready,
Now Breeze. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line.
And the Saints 1st down.
Ready.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you. Over. Set 24. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Under 10. 10.
Murray. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Coming, baby. Slam. Under. Watch out. Opposite.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
54. Hey, let's get this.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, it's Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check pass, check pass.
Now Scarlett. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will... Wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where it came from.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Out of the gun, Newton. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Jordan, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. Here's Sherrills. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On second down, Kamara. Kamara has it stripped. And an alley to run. Does the big boy have the juice? And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll make our score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As we know, they had the chance last week, Charles, to lock up the division. Couldn't do it. Now it all comes down to the final week of the season. But once again, they control their destiny.
And that's a good thing. But I wonder about mindset because you mentioned they had a chance to lock it up last week, didn't. Are they bringing extra pressure to themselves now? Even though they control their own destiny with a win, now because they didn't get it done before, will they be even tighter as they approach this game?
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Toss play, Kamara. Room here to run. And he's into the clear. 20. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play there out of Kamara. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Ready. 95-56, 95-56.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Stop it. Break it down, fellas, break it down.
They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Ian Thomas got pressed into action early his rookie season as all-pro tight end Greg Olsen went down with an injury. Ended up with 36 catches, and they definitely see him as the future once Olsen decides to hang it up and maybe become a broadcaster.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run it with Scarlett. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
The tackle made by Demario Davis. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints' 32-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the draw, it's Scarlett. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. Now Newton on third and goal. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Ready? Ready, 88. Choose the mic. It's a party now. Ready?
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
I know you ain't got it.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. Third and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 36. They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down when they're that backed up. You've got to be careful going after him.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down leads to 1st and 10. Here's Murray running right. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 18-yard line.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now Kamara, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Ready? You ready? Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You must be dreaming.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Ready? 95, 56.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got you. I got you. Easy, opposite. Hey, high 7.
Throwing now is Breeze. And Cook has it, left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the handoff, it's Scarlett. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Returnable for Sherrills. Able to slither by. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Murray. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get him into the right defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw, Newton. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd down now, it's Murray. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
You ready? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
On 1st down, Murray. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Again, it's Murray. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Ready, 5-9. Mike 5-4. 5-9.
Here's Breeze to throw. Escapes the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On 1st down, Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Breeze now to throw. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, and that's caught inside the 35. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Open man is Samuel, complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing on third down, Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Here's Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
95, 56. 54, Mike. Rip right.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Past the 20. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On second down, it's Murray. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know there are plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. That's fielded in the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is down to 24. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it.
There he goes left side, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, He used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing too.
No, she's at least...
She's on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Here's Newton. He's going to let... And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season... Because here we are in December, right? It is a season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, a final win means they will finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, this loss will mean they finish the season right at 500 at 8-8. But they've got better days in their future. Of that, you can be sure. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.